YouTube, time to tap in this week's chat today. We are breaking down Warzone gameplay. It's been a minute since I uploaded anything about Warzone because I've been on my grind for Vanguard, getting ready for the new map called CALDERA. It does come out on the 8th of December for Vanguard owners and the 9th for everybody else. Before we get into the intro and the rest of the video, you know what I gotta do. So come here. If you like the video, like it. If you love it, subscribe, make sure you got the notification bells on. Comment down below if you are ready for the new Warzone map. If you're gonna be playing, if you took some time off because of the cheaters and the hackers and lack of content, I completely understand. I didn't really take any time off because I actually am very, very addicted to this game. So I'd love to have you a part of the family, not only here on YouTube, but Chad Rails on all socials. And I stream live every day and we bring the vibes very, very high. Twitch.tv/Chad Rails. All the links will be in the description. So without further ado, with this video, what I wanted to do, because we do have a new map coming out and because there are going to be a lot of things changing, it's time to shake off that rust, get the cobwebs out, and bring the sweaty gameplay back out. Now, this is one of those games where I was able to reflect on the decisions that I made, and we ended up winning the game because of a lot of the right decisions were made. With the Battle Royale, there's a lot of things that go into it: rotations, making the right decisions, taking the right fights, how to take every fight, and making sure that you put yourself in the best possible situation to win the game, get the kills, and secure the bag. And I make all of those decisions right in this one. So I wanted to go side by side with y'all and break down this gameplay so that hopefully you can get the gears turning back in your head if you've taken some time off, and this can be something that inspires you and get ready for the new map and the big next chapter that we got in Warzone moving forward. So without further ado, let's jump in the video. Hope to see you live on stream, and don't forget to hit that sub button. You ready? All right, so I'm gonna be right here on the right side of your screen. We got 3 major scenarios that I'm gonna be talking through and going through. We got 2 fights at Promenade. I actually end up getting my loadout right here. I die and I go back for my loot, which will be scenario 1. Scenario 2, I die and I come back, get my loadout, and I push back into Promenade because after a UAV, there is a lot of dots over there still. And the third one will be the end game scenario. You'll hear some amazing call outs and you'll just see the process that it took, how we got to the point, and the decisions that were made to get the win. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So like I said, got loadout. Actually, I'm going back into Promenade. Now, I got my AR back, but that's the only thing that was there. They took my MP5, so I have to find a different MP5. I do hear steps on top of this building. I do know there is a team here because they just killed me here, and I just came back from the gulag. We got 98 up right now with 5 kills. It's not a great start. It's an average start. Tag one guy up, and I'm just waiting to see if this guy on top of me is going to be jumping down. Playing it very, very slow. As you can see on the top left at my mini map, I am solo trioing right now. I'm with 2 of my very, very sweaty friends. So this is what we try to do, just to have fun, get kills and that kind of stuff. And if the game decides to play out in our favor to get a win, that's a W. Literally. I pick up an amp. I hear one guy on the outside YY the MP5 to get ready for a fight. And I close the door and I'm just sound whoring right now. I'm just waiting for somebody to make a move because I only got 30 bullets in this MP5 and the EM2 doesn't have the fastest ADS time. So I gotta play this very, very patiently. I know that there is multiple on me. Enemy UAV overhead. Peeking the door. I get 1 knock. You guys saw that guy pass the window, so I can either go backwards, but he's probably going to be pushing his now down teammate, making sure I don't thirst him, and I might have been pinged as well. So thankfully, he goes around the way to go get his teammate, and I can escape fully. Now I check my back real quick because this is a long sight line, and he's in that building where I just knocked his teammate. So get a quick peek just to check and make sure. Evaluate the situation, and I need a plate, I need to reload, and I need to reset the fight. Solo trioing or you're solo quadding, the most vital things that you got to do is be patient with fights. Doesn't matter how good your mechanics are sometimes, all you got to do is just be very, very patient. Now I hear that they're pushing me, and now I know I got to get a good sideline in case more than one try to push me at a time. I get one knocked. I push out. I played up. I'm stunned. Aim assist takes over, and he probably thought I jumped. So now I have one fold and one knocked. Thought it was a better gun, but it wasn't. Hear the one outside. I chow. Immediately start pre-firing this kid because he's probably going to chase me. Now, yes, you can see that these kids are not the best. Still, things to learn. Sight lines that are long, I'm looking behind me. Quick sight lines, I try to use my mechanics. I try not to take more off than I can chew. Another team just pulled up. Oh my god, I'm the fucking best. Oh my god, I'm the fucking best. Holy shit. That was very stressful because I only had a ground loot MP5. And while those kids were definitely not the best players, and they let me enough breathing time. Oh my god. So there's actually a guy right here to my left that I wasn't paying attention to. I actually do a really good job snaking on that guy. So right there, I should have been down bad. He missed a snipe, thankfully, and that kid was very, very bad. I was able to get behind cover. And if you guys don't know what snaking is, it's where you go prone and you hit just enough above the top to try to just get a glance of what's going on and going back down. But since I saw this kid was switching weapons, I could have. It was an easy trade. So you see him right here to the left, right by the truck. Misses his snipe. I get a read on him. I now see the guy on the top right as well on the green building who is sniping. I crouch, and now I peek real quick. I ego chow it, and then thank God the guy on the top also misses the snipe. Now I gotta figure out, okay, do I try to move and get sniped maybe in the back? He probably hits that because when do they not hit that? He misses that, thankfully. Something that I've been trying to get better at as well is just check the ground loot around you. If there's a guy like that on the heady, and I have an EM2, which I'm pretty accurate with, but this guy is a sniper, right? So I can try to pick up the sniper on the ground, but I decide not to. Because I don't have my SMG that I want. Okay, so he probably pushed. Again, knowing worse players are going to be pushing exactly where you think that they're going to push, right? On that first team, I got the knock. What did they do? They pushed right to the knock. Instead of figuring out where I am, they're worried about their teammate not dying. Because little Timmy on the ground is praying to God that I don't finish him. So now we've got the sniper to the right. You see the glint right above my scope. And we got the one in the street. So I gotta be very, very careful on how long I stay still while I'm ADSing. Doesn't know how to shoot a sniper. I have 2 of them blued. I know that with 30 rounds in my Cold War MP5, I can push it. Get rid of the mine. I get a UAV from my teammates, but these kids are ghosted. So I end up getting this guy ego chowed and just lost. I see one in the UAV, but he might be ghosted more than one. Throw precision on me just to try to buy myself some time. I blued one. These guys are on opposite teams, so this is the 3rd and 4th party that are now coming in here. I blued one who was fighting the Sawskin. Sawskin pushes me and down him. I get stunned and thermited. And unfortunately meet my demise. I don't really know how to learn from the situation because I don't know what I could have done better in all honesty. Maybe I pushed out the door, but I also didn't know that these guys were on opposite teams. And as you can literally see right here, this guy is actual one bullet. So, here's what it is. He hits the stun. I can't do anything. Would have been a great play. So I have now 10 with 80 up. They end up buying me back. I still have 10 obviously, and there's now 62 up. Our loadout is on the fire station by downtown. Me being me, I'm gonna go back for blood. So I am grabbing my C58 Ghost class with the Diamati. Going back because I want my loot. I want kills.
Go back, right? I have to come out champion over here, right?
So what we're gonna see here is actually fight a team right here on this green building in front, right by the gas station.
Where the fuck is everyone at?
My teammates were making comms in between those cuts that they didn't know where any people were at, but I know where everybody's at. I know they're all pretty much on this side. Crouch walk on this team. This guy's not a real player. I get stopping power for my Diamati, which by the way are being removed for the new map, thank God. Get ammo. Now I'm ready to push. I have a buy station in front of me. I'm trying to go buy plates. What I see right here is one guy on top of the roof, as you can see on the top right of my scope. There is one guy as well on the buy station. And this is where trigger discipline comes into, because usually the average player will just start firing, knowing that I now have one stun from getting my loadout, that I can probably get multiple people stunned on the buy station. Hit the stun. Throw this one away. Get 2 knocked. So there's 1 up right now. Don't know where he's at. I'm waiting for it. 3 down. This one is now blued. He is now ghosted as well. I have half of a plate. I'm just trying to play this because I don't know how many there are currently right now, because I have 3 downed. This might be a full team because I have 4 downed. This might be a full team. I'm just peeking, getting that guy thirsted so that he doesn't keep pinging me, giving his teammate more information than needed. I pick up the satchel. I'm just listening and listening and listening. So he's holding on the left, and I still think there's one on the right as well. This is where patience and angles are everything. This is where some of the best players in the world absolutely thrive, because they're just waiting for the other guy to make a mistake. I knew I got a Semtex thrown from this side. I remember shooting this guy on this side. I don't see him. Now I got to peek on a heady. Thank God he peeks that side. He completely removes himself from his cover, and that was it for that one.
Oh, I was fucking trapped. I don't know what to do there. I need a res.
I'm still reading the situation because I have no idea. I was spooked that there would be another one. I get res off.
You kill anyone, Mike?
He ends up coming back, and then he ends up dying as well. Okay, so I have 16. Both of my teammates are dead. We have 9 teams left with 22 people. Now, this is where you kind of separate the boys from men. And this is where it's really tough to get practice to, because to get practice in endgame, you have to make it to endgame. And if you're in my streams at all, twitch.tv/ChadRails, live daily, you know that me and my teammates usually split, and we end up pushing whatever team that we find necessary and just trying to get the most kills in the game. There's not a ranked mode. There's nothing to make me want to go for a win. So all we do is try to drop clips and big kill games. So I have a bow getting shot by up top. JC Fades makes some amazing comms during this. So as a solo trio, both my teammates dead. Not enough money to buy anybody back. I gotta play this slow. Look at the rooftops because it's downtown, and y'all know downtown is some of the worst spots.
You seen him on the buy. You seen him on the buy.
JC makes a call on the buy. Again, trigger discipline. I probably could have beamed that guy, but at the end of the day, it would have exposed me, and there's more than likely other people on other rooftops. I'm getting sprayed by these guys on the top as well. So we have a full team in fire. Now, what JC actually ends up making the call as is that if you look at the zone on the top left, there's no reason for me to push this team. What I can do is go play the heady on the rocks that I just came up from, where the dam is at and that broken satellite is at. I can go play that side of the dam, which has a decent heady. It's just you're exposed by the rooftops. But if they're not focused on me, I can try to like snake my way in. But instead, me being who I am, I go
You have a bow as well.
full deep into this team. He says bow. My heartbeat said they were up here. Try to get a knock. Doesn't work. Waiting for them to make a mistake. That's it. I don't need to push this. I get one knock. Peek it. Both of them are sitting there. No way I can take that fight, unfortunately. They're going to get the res off. So, the next best thing is while they're getting res, I might be able to get them on a rotation out. JC fades, puts up a orange ping on the top left, as you can see. He says you can still rotate in that direction. And I just want to make sure that I can get at least a bit of high ground, try to peek these guys. I completely and utterly forgot about these guys up top before because I was so focused on what's in front of me at fire station. Going back on this VOD, now I try to tell myself all the time that Warzone or Battle Royales, you have 3 different zones of like proximity of danger, right? Your intermediate or your small one, which is going to be what this team in fire is. The next one is the next biggest, which is just anybody who has a sight of line around you. Anybody who can see or hear you around you, which will be these kids who beat me on top of the roof. Thankfully, they don't knock me.
I'm a dumbass.
So I just burned the last of my plates. We still have 20 up. JC makes a great call to go under.
19 up, bro. Oh my goodness.
We make it to zone. Now zone does pull up, unfortunately, but it ends up being okay in the end. Spoiler alert. Playing it safe, playing the heady, looking at the roofs, knowing that there's a team up to my right. I hit my loadout one more time because after I got bought back, I just went back to my loot. So I end up getting my Car 98 because the situation itself, I lose my ghost because I end up picking the Lapa SMG as well with it because the Lapa actually hits really, really hard. It just depends on where you hit them with whichever barrel you're using. And I need to be able to hit these snipes from these guys that might be trying to get me up top. So I feel like this is my best case scenario to try to win this game is get this loadout with my sniper. I have no sniper ammo, so I end up throwing the munitions box down to try to get the ball rolling and get another stun up. See one up, knock him. So there's 5 teams left right now with 13. Just playing down low, waiting for these kids to run or to jump off because the building on the right is now closing. Get another knock. I see these guys up top. These are the only guys that are going to have a sight line on me. I break armor. Playing the angles, that's all you can do. Just play the angles, take it slow. He has a full line on me. Thank God I can get that knock on him as well.
Look at stairs.
JC, okay, so this is where, you know, JC's probably right more than anything is JC says to play the stairs, and this is why his game IQ is so good, is he tells me to go play the stairs because if these guys now have to push to me, as you guys can see on the radar again, they have to push to me. So if I'm under where they can look down at, they're more than likely going to push past me, and I can more than likely beam them in the back or play it tricky and try to get some picks. I decide not to. I opt out for it. I try to wait for them and just line up like a firing squad. JC calls out stuns. I see him start jumping off. I hear shots to my right. Zone is now closing. That full team that I was sniping just jumped down. I have a 1v2. Get one. What? And that was it.
Oh my fucking god. Holy fuck.
Let's fucking go, bro.
Dude, good comms, bro.
I hope you enjoyed that gameplay. I hope you had fun being here with me. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for watching.